everybody, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the speed build, and now we're going to get into the build tour and things. So this down here is the sim that I chose for this house, and let's have a look at her on the gallery. Okay, so this is her. I love that she's got the spider tattoo in her hairline as well. That's pretty pretty. She's by Rogue Rue, and this is the second sim in my Zodiac series. I chose Scorpio because I am a Scorpio moon, and I feel like I have a decent grasp on the general aura. I see them as divine dark feminine, so I went with an alternative / Gothic style. Scorpios are water signs. They have big emotions, which is why I chose the erratic trait on a journey for inner peace. They are mysterious and beautiful. You guys are all baddies, posed by, I'm not sure how to say that, and then just tags. She's just called Scorpio Zodiac, and inner peace, romantic, erratic, and a loner. But she's really pretty. Let's have a little bit of a closer look at her. Okay, so yes, she is stunning. She's a vibe. We love her. Now let's go inside and have a look at her house. So if we come inside, we have this really grand sort of entryway with cabinets, mirror, table, etc. And then if we come through to the left, we have this really long sitting room. I don't know whether it's just how I end up drawing floor plans, but I always feel like my living rooms are off to the left and quite long. So maybe I need to start trying to do something else. But you know, if it works, it works. But we have this big fireplace down here with music player, cabinet, big seating area, TV that looks like a picture, another cabinet, and like a chaise lounge for reading. So yeah, this is just really nice and cozy in here. And then coming out this way, we come into the rest of the home. So down here we have just bookcases, a place to come sit to put your shoes on when you're going to go outside or whatever. A little hidden away nook for like gardening things and shoes. And we pop out and have a look at the garden for a moment. We have this water feature, and then also we have this seating area with the vines and everything going up the wall, and the sort of aged tally rug. And then down this way we just have a bench and also an outdoor dining table with some flowers, and then just another bench up there. And then we have this path that comes round down the side of the house, and then flower bed full of like the reds and the purples. It is a bit green for my liking, but it's The Sims, I'm quite limited in that regard. And then we have this ornate stone picnic table under this tree, and then this path just wraps around the house. So if we come back inside, so going through this door directly in front of me, I have a big bathroom. So we have the nice big vanity with the mirror, some storage, a diagonal bathtub, and a toilet. And then coming through here, we have this big kitchen. So we have like the big fridge moment, nice tall cabinets with a kind of quirky kitchen design. I feel like in a lot of these old Victorian-esque homes, the kitchen is a bit like odd, but I do like it. And then big prep table instead of an island in the middle. And then in this door, we have a laundry, just a small one tucked away, nothing too special. And then coming out this way, we have this big dining room moment with some cabinets, a globe bar, seating, and some bookcases. Okay, so that is everything downstairs. So if we come upstairs now, we have this big cabinet that's definitely not masking that roof trim that wouldn't go away. The roof was being really weird. I would have loved to have like squared that off properly, but you know, Sims. But we have this lovely little reading nook right here with all the bookcases and the deleted roof, which is white because of course it is. So we could have this big window moment as well. I really like that nook. But coming back in here, we have a bathroom with like the offset shower screens so that everything stays dry, but you can still like get in. Yes, just a bathroom. And then coming through this way, we have the main bedroom. I think the only bedroom actually. So we have like wardrobe, mirror, chest of drawers, or dresser, and the bedside table with the lamps that are the little birds on them. the thing is sticking in the wall a little bit, but I did the Love Struck canopy with a base game bed because I just could not get anything else to work in here. And then in here we have another bathroom, basically the same as the other one, but it works. And then coming out this way, we have the office. I'm not quite sure why the tarot cards are on the floor. I did not leave them there, but sure. But we have this lovely like fold down desk, chair, we have tarot cards, and then we have this nice big decorative bookcase behind us, but definitely doesn't have a secret behind it. Oh look, a seance room. So yeah, we have a little seance room in here and a little seating area to just come like read or watch or whatever. Yeah, this office is a little bit bare. I might pop a few more things around the place. But that is everything. That is the build. So let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And this was the final Zodiac build. It's been a long 12 months, but we got every single one of them done. And it's been interesting to see like my build and editing style sort of evolve over this series, because like the first one probably wasn't very good. But that's when I just started doing speed builds and I hadn't planned for it to be a speed build, and it was a whole thing. If this is where you are leaving us, thank you so much for hanging out. But if you are staying, then this is the time when we read the brief, so that you know what I was doing and why I made the choices that I made. So for this one, the overall theme is mysterious and intimate sanctuary. The entryway, a small enclosed entrance with a statement feature like a dark mirror, candles, or Gothic decor. It feels secretive, as though guests are stepping into a hidden world. The living room. Deep plush seating, sectional or chaise lounge, fireplace or candle clusters for warmth, bookshelves with occult, mystery or fantasy clutter, a little shadowy, cozy but layered. Kitchen and dining. Dark wood cabinets, rich marble counters, open shelving for apothecary jars and herbs. A round dining table for intimacy, feels like a coven meeting spot. Bedroom. Moody central design, 4-poster bed or canopy, blackout curtains for privacy, a corner nook with journals, tarot cards or a writing desk, which I actually did out on the landing instead of in the bedroom. I just felt like it suited that space better. Bathroom. Spa-like but dramatic, large bathtub, maybe candles around it. Scorpio's connection to water equals healing and purification. The study and occult room, a private room for focus, tarot, astrology, computer work or planning. Dark shelving, skulls, crystals and oddities. Can double as a secret office with a hidden door. Outdoor space, secluded courtyard or enclosed patio, a small water feature or koi pond, overgrown plants, deep purples and reds in the flowers. The Scorpio colour palette is deep black, wine and burgundy, midnight purple, charcoal grey, dark emerald green, and silver accents. Optional textures, velvet, leather, polished wood, and stone. So that is everything. This is very much my sort of style of build, and whenever I build something that's my style of build, I really struggle. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because I'm more comfortable with it, so I'm overthinking it. It's got to look perfect. There's also not that many options for me in the game. Like, I am very fussy with it, but I think this came out really well. So with that, I think I will leave this one here. This is my other content if you would like to check things out. And if you are indeed one of my simmers, as you probably should be or might be if you're watching this video, then consider joining Project Plumbob. But with that, I will leave you to the rest of your day now. I hope it's a good one and I will see you next time. Bye!